I am grateful to celebrate this wonbuddhism spiritual Thanksgiving with you today. This celebration is based on fundamental teachings of wonbuddhism, which is gratitude, to recognize fourfold grace from universal interdependency and interconnectedness. This critical teaching of gratitude became a very important subject and practice in modern-day life. In fact, positive psychology pays special attention to this power of gratitude. Over the past decade, hundreds of studies have conducted and documented the social, physical, and psychological benefits of gratitude. This research suggests that benefits are available to anyone who practices gratitude. Gratitude improves emotional and physical well-being, relationships, happiness, generous giving, and resilience. Gratitude is a power to heal, energize, and change lives. Then what is gratitude? Robert Emmons, the leading scientific expert on gratitude, argues that gratitude has two key components. First, it's affirmation of goodness. We affirm that there is a good things, gifts, benefits we receive in the world. The second part of gratitude is recognize that source of this goodness are outside of ourselves. We acknowledge that other people, fourfold grace, gave us many gifts, big and small, to help us achieve the goodness in our lives. This definition is identical to one Buddhist definition of gratitude, which comes from fourfold grace. Gratitude is affirming good things, looking for good things in our lives, in our community, in our world. Seeing good things with grateful eyes. Then we give thanks to people who gave us many gifts, small and big, to assist us to become who we are now. Today, we recognize and acknowledge and remember good things in our lives, blessings in our lives, in our community, and in our world in this ceremony. First, we offer our deep thanksgiving and gratitude to all Buddhas and Tathagata of Supreme Enlightenment of Sotaesan. Sanskrit word Tathagata means who one does gone or who one does come. It is a title of Buddha. It means that the historical Buddha was only one of many who has in the past and will in the future experience enlightenment and teach others how to achieve it. Sotaesan renewed the Buddha Dharma and the Buddhist teaching and practice and made it relevant and accessible to all in our contemporary society. His time, about 100 years ago, Buddhism of the past were organized mainly in terms of monastic lives and lay members supporting monks and nuns to practice. Because of this, it was not suitable for living in secular life, and anyone who wished to be a true Buddhist, they had to ignore their duties and responsibilities to their secular life and even give up one's occupation. In such a situation, no matter how good the Buddha Dharma, it would be difficult for people to gain access to Buddhist teaching. Here we can see Sotaesan's intention to make Buddha Dharma available to everyone, Even at that time, other forms of tradition and Buddhism, they don't practice together with the monks and nuns and lay people. But Sotaesan intentionally bring this Buddha Dharma to everyone, lay and ordained together. Sotaesan made it easy to practice this Buddha Dharma for everyone and everywhere. Thus today we offer sincere gratitude to founding Master Sotaesan and all the Buddhas and Tathagatas in human history. Second, we offer our deep gratitude and thanksgiving to all sages and saints. Sotaesan's explicit teaching on other religion is symbolized here in this ceremony. Religious conflict and religious misunderstanding and intolerance took place many in that time. And Sotaesan said that fundamental principles of all religions are also essentially common and one. But different religions have long been established in different systems and different ways to teach. There has been a failure to understand this common source among all religions. So because of the ignorance of the oldest religious fundamental teaching or underlying fundamental principles, people been hostile to each other because of a different faith tradition or different religious tradition. So Sotaesan's, again, intention is that how to bring harmony and understanding among different religions was one of the key concerns for him. So he taught the wisdom of Iran and Iran truths that all religions share common source and all religions have common purpose to build better society and better world. So we are all co-workers, need to work together with other tradition, and that's why and how wonbuddhism is so inclusive in terms of dealing with other faith and neighbors' religion. Sages and saints, if you look at their teachings and practice carefully, they proclaim the same value of spiritual cultivation, and according to their time and place and culture, the method was a little different. They had a great compassion, though, for universal salvation. Following his vision, one Buddhist engaged in many interreligious and intra-religious understanding and cooperation. Third, today we offer deep gratitude and thanksgiving to enlightened masters and bodhisattvas. Even Buddhas, Tathagatas, and sages and saints found the truth and the spiritual tradition. These enlightened masters continued the teachings of Buddha, and they led the ideal life of Iran and practiced the universal truth. And they lived as if a whole family and living on one planet home. They led ideal life of Iran and practiced universal truth, and they truly considered humanity as their own family and our earth as their own house. So they brought that loving kindness and compassion to all humanity. And that's why we are so grateful for those enlightened masters and bodhisattvas who practiced that great compassion and loving kindness and generated a wish to attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all living beings. They treated everyone as potential Buddha and as their own family and worked for the entire world. Fifth, we offer thanksgiving and gratitude to dedicated ministers. Because the ministers cultivating and practice Buddha Dharma, and these ordained ministers have encouraged and cultivated Buddha Dharma in all of us. So we had access to this teaching and practice. They have practiced this deep loving kindness, compassion, and they cultivated this good teaching of Iran and have attended this work of Iran, of this community at the sacrifice of their lives. These dedicated ministers put their whole life in this community to develop and to advance our spiritual community. Fifth, we express our gratitude and thanksgiving to dedicated laity. They supported and protected the Buddha Dharma. We recognize today these dedicated laity who made a significant contribution to One Buddhist community. They made it possible to teach this teaching, this Buddha Dharma of One Buddhism. Because of their contribution, in fact, this Dharma Hall is available to all of us to get together to practice and meditate and cultivate our spirituality. We are so grateful for our faithful members and like-minded people who support us, encourage us, and inspire us to work together to make this teaching available to all. We appreciate their contribution, which made it possible to teach Buddha Dharma and maintain our programs and our community. If you make a significant contribution as a lay members and practice faithfully in this path of awakening, we will recognize you in this ceremony. All of you here are in this stage, at least we will remember in this Thanksgiving ceremony each year to honor your life according to level of your contribution and your own Dharma practice. So beginning from this stage, you move up and move toward the inner circle in your cultivation and practice with a deep, deep commitment and dedication. Sixth, we offer our thanksgiving and gratitude to all parents. We are paying attention to and gratitude to our root and our origin now. They brought us to this world and they raised us when we are infant and educated us, sending us to school and nurtured us when we are not feeling well and to become who we are now. So it is also symbolized here the grace of parents of past, present, and future. We pay special attention today and special recognition and gratitude to the parents of Buddhas, Tathagatas, enlightened masters, and bodhisattvas. They gave birth to sages and nurtured the enlightened seed in them. These parents really helped to bring this spiritual community by bringing those people, those enlightened ones, to this world. We also express our deep gratitude to all parents. They gave birth to and educated their children with their great love and unconditional compassion. They are origin of our members. We receive this body, and this body is a foundation of a life and universal principle. With unconditional love, they raised and protected us until we gained self-ability, and they taught us and guided us into human society. We honor all parents of past, present, and future. Anyone in the world, in fact, in Buddhist understanding, could be our own parents, or have been in our previous life our own parents. So we need to respect and treat everyone as if they are our own future potential parents. So we can bring this loving kindness, respect, and gratitude if we recognize this Buddhist understanding of life, death, and rebirth, the cycle of this. Seventh, we embrace all sentient beings and acknowledge all forms of life and earth community. We recognize how important to understand this earth community, because it's according to our great vow, we end our vow every Sunday that all sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all. So we have a direct relationship with all living beings on earth, especially around us. It is symbolized here, grace of all living beings. Our own human existence is depend on help of others. And this universal interdependency and interconnectedness are at very foundation of human existence. Therefore, we need to understand this deep gratitude, deep appreciation to those people who helped us, assist us, and inspire us to become who we are today. So today we recognize this universal interdependency and express our deep appreciation and gratitude. In one Buddhist tradition, gratitude is a way of a life. Practice gratitude by looking for good things, focusing on positive things in our lives. Gratitude is the key to open all possibility according to Wonbu's teachings. So gratitude is in fact a choice. We can choose to be grateful internally regardless what is happening externally. We are grateful because we choose to feel grateful, not because everything is great and smooth. In fact, we are living in a very difficult world at a difficult time. But we have to make it positive way of being on earth by choosing these gratitudes in our lives, by looking for positive things in our lives, and by acknowledging and recognize good things in our life, in our community, and in our world. Look here, all we are here and practice together with the like-minded people. So we are choosing to come here today. Everyone made that choice this morning to come to temple together. So this is a choice, powerful choice. We can choose to be happy, and we can choose to be patient with the difficult things in our lives. We can choose to be content with what we have. We can choose to be calm and peaceful in spite of this chaotic world out there. We can choose to be strong and positive in spite of difficulties we are facing every day. So it is our choice, it is our own choice to be grateful. Individual gratitude and happiness can contribute in a profound and effective way to progress our community and our world. This spiritual Thanksgiving ceremony can create a new culture of transforming our community and our humanity altogether. As we celebrate this One Buddhist spiritual Thanksgiving, let us see where we are now and where we are heading in the future. As we offer Thanksgiving, let us renew our commitment to practice and to contribute this community so that we can practice together and share Buddha Dharma with a wider audience. It is critical to practice gratitude and feel it internally. Even though we know the power of gratitude and have tools of gratitude, sometimes we lose it easily and not practice it or forget it. So today, let us renew our commitment to practice gratitude every day in this month of December 2016, beginning today. It is the last month of this year, and let us make it positive and grateful way of spending this last month of this year. Then how to cultivate gratitude in this month? First, let us keep a gratitude journal. Record one grateful things in each day, the most grateful things, and explain it and elaborate it in detail instead of just listing a few grateful things. When you keep this gratitude journal and writing in detail, this empower you with this positive energy that improve all those important qualities of human life. Second, cultivation of gratitude in this month. Write a gratitude letter to important persons in your life. It is timely good to remember, recognize, and acknowledge people who are grateful and people who give you big and small all those positive quality and gift to you. If you can deliver this gratitude letter in person, there is a much more powerful way of really bring gratitude and become a very long-lasting happiness and be very strong. So December is a good time to write a gratitude letter to the people you want to remember and recognize in this year. And third, focus on intention. When you receive a gift or when something good happens to you, consider how someone tried on purpose to bring the goodness into your life. So today, let us think about what is the most grateful in our lives. Let us reflect and express our deep gratitude to those who have been special to us, especially this year. So express your gratitude in your own way to those people who are meaningful to you. So do not take anything for granted anymore. Live your life each day as your first day with a deep curiosity and gratitude, and live your life each day as your last day with a deep gratitude and appreciation. Thank you.